Hi, Rob Cummins from 21 Days to the Best Knee Replacement in the History of the World, and today is day 21. And how did I go? Well, it was actually one of the best goals that I've ever actually achieved. Obviously, it's a work in progress, and this is only 21 days after, so I've still got swelling, still got a bit of pain, but I'm walking no crutches, and I'm still kicking goals, But I'm so grateful for the commitment that I had to myself. I'm so grateful that I decided to actually go for this 21 days to the best knee replacement in the world. And I worked tirelessly, I worked bloody hard, and I stuck to completion. Something I'm not really famous for. I usually start a lot of things and I don't actually finish a lot of things. But I focused totally on me, and I set myself up for success. I First of all, I set my intention. And I said, I, Rob, see, hear, feel and know that I'm going to have the best knee replacement in the history of the world. And I would do those cantations when I go walking. I, Rob, see, hear, feel and know that I am going to have the best knee replacement in the history of the world. Over and over and over again, so I was setting myself up for success that way. And now that I've had it, since I've had the operation, I've been saying, on my, in my getting better phase, I say, I, Rob, see, hear, feel and know that I had the best knee replacement in the history of the world. That's what I'm saying all the time, and I've just drummed it into my neurology, so that's really good. And, it's one of the greatest successes I've had, and I'm so grateful. I've worked tirelessly, as I said. Mindset is the main ingredient, no ifs or buts. And all my life I have been under the belief I had was I could do physical stuff, but I did not have mental strength. Can't believe it. That's what I didn't believe I had mental strength, but I've found by some of the personal bests that I've actually done whilst on this journey, that they would not have happened unless I actually had that mindset. Nothing would have happened. So that's been a great realisation and a great distinction and a message, very powerful for me to realise that I have got very, very strong mindset. Now I've got to adjust my camera just a little bit because it's misbehaving. I'll have to get down a bit. Anyway, yeah, I really can do anything. You can do anything that you set your mind to, with the right focus, with the right plan, with the right belief, with that right mindset. Obviously, I can only control me. I can only control the internal. I couldn't control the external, the sterility of the tools being used in the operation. But I got big faith. I had big faith in my surgeon, Rupert Snyman, and I just had to put my faith in the system. I really trusted the system. I trust the hospital. I've had two great experiences, two great knee replacements there. And, the nurses are just at the coalface, have just been absolutely amazing. But the whole system is just fantastic. So I trust that. I trusted that. I have had trouble trusting systems, but I certainly trusted that one, and I trusted myself to come through with the goods. And you know what? I can't control those external forces, so I had to put faith in them, but I can control the internal. I can control myself. And the biggest, most important things for me were, I used to smoke, but 32 years ago I gave it up, and I have not had one suck since. The alcohol I drank pretty much all my life, but over the last 5 years I've hardly drank. I can have some if I want, but I seldom do. It just doesn't agree with me. And on top of that, I've been on coffee, a dabbler, now I'd go off it, then I'd get back on it and come back on heavier. But I gave up again 3 months prior to this operation. So having those things like that there was a great mindset, but it's just, I just don't know how people cope with alcohol and cigarettes in their system. I really don't. Like to do something like this, because it's pretty hectic, I've been there twice, but I was as fit going into this operation as I was coming out at the peak after my first operation on the knee, and I learned a lot of stuff there. But I learnt that I could do these things called mini crunches, which I've showed you in a video and I can show you again, but I just want to do this today because this is day 21, and I did these crunches. So after my first operation, I was not fit when I went in, but I got fit after, and I got extremely fit, and I did these crunches and I got up to 7,777 in a day. Like, so I might do some in the morning and some at night, whenever I decided to go for it. And I used to do them on the floor then because I was a lot fitter. But now, straight after this operation, I wasn't going to get on the floor in case I couldn't get back up. So I would just do them in bed, and it worked beautifully. Worked fantastic. So what else did I do? I did inner size and exercise. So I started raving about, so I did 7,777 crunches at the peak after my first one, and I swam 110 laps of an Olympic pool, so 5.5 kilometres, which was a PB for me, personal best. And so it took me a few goes to have this operation due to a couple of infections I got, and they ran out of time once, but I had such great faith in this surgeon Rupert, because he did such a great job on the first one, and so I decided that I was going to be, with the extra time, I got postponed, and it was going to take 6 or 7 weeks, like he was going away on holidays, which was, I hope he had a good holiday, but he deserves it. And anyway, I said, righto, I am going to make this, what I'm going to make this setback, because I was a little bit over it, I thought, bloody hell, all that build up and nothing. But I decided to go positive with this, and I said, I'm going to change the negative into a positive. I'm going to make this setback the greatest thing ever, and I'm going to get as fit as I've ever been, like 66, eh? I'm doing all right. Very proud of myself. So anyway, I got stuck into it. I got back in the pool, started swimming, because both my shoulders were shot too. But I got in there, started swimming, and I decided, like, I was a week before had to go in for this operation, and so I decided a week before I decided I was going to go in. So I had to go over to the pool and I'm going to do it today. I'm going to, if my shoulders stick it out, I'll be right. I'll do it today. So over I go, and I pulled up at the end of the lane for a drink, and a couple of blokes walked over and they said, because they'd been watching me swimming, and I'm not a fast swimmer. They were pretty good apparently. Anyway, the bloke says to me, how long have you been here? And I said, 90. And he said, what, minutes? I said, no, laps. I've swum 90 laps. And I said, I've got another 10 to go, because I'm going to swim 5Ks. Anyway, I decided to swim 101, finish on an odd note there, 101 laps. So that's 5Ks. And Ian Thorpe turned up at the pool. And this bloke said, oh, we're here to see Ian Thorpe. So they were keen swimmers. So Ian Thorpe comes along and he's signing autographs, carrying on. So I thought, hey, Ian, I'm going to get my photo taken with Ian. Over I go, get my photo taken with Ian. Yes. Then I said, hey, I got a bit of Olympic fever, and I'd go back in the pool and swim another 20. Well, by the time I'd finished that, my shoulders were totally shot, but 6 kilometres. Personal best at 6Ks I swim, at 66 I swim 6Ks. I love magic numbers. So, what other exercise? Well, I decided I wanted to do that 7,777 again, which I did. I did 7,777 crunches like, I don't know, have a guess, like 5 days ago, say day 16 or 15. I think 16 went missing altogether. I don't know what, didn't do anything apparently. But on, so I did 7,777 crunches, and then 2 days later I decided to hook right in, and because as I said, I love magic numbers, so I did 11,111, 5-1, see, more magic numbers, and that's a PB, personal best ever. And well, I only started doing them like a few years back, and then the next day I think I only did like 3,333, because you know I'd had a big day, big day, and I thought, no, I'm going to rest a bit. I'm still going to do a few, but I'm going to rest a bit. And then the day after that I got up early and I did 2,222, and then I went back at night and I did anyway, all up I did 6,666, so that gave me 8,888, and I got all these magic numbers, so I'm just so pumped, you know, because, and I actually went dancing yesterday on day 20. Well, it wasn't pretty, but I'll tell you what, I had a lot of dances, and it wasn't fancy. I couldn't didn't want to twist my knee, but you know, so I went and did that today, and yesterday, and today, day 21, I went up to the knee class at the hospital. You have to go to the knee class as rehabilitation, and with the physios up there, and you got to crack 100 degrees twice in a row before they let you stop going to the classes. So I've only been to 4 classes, and I got 90 degrees the first time, flexion. Second time I got 85, so I wasn't all that confident. The next time I was lying there not very confident. He's measuring me up, but he sings out 105. I got 105. He said, you do that again, you get 100 and you're gone. You don't have to come back anymore. And I said, no, I want to keep coming for a while, because you know it's a good little routine they got going there. Plus you got access to experts on pain and the exercises, and you know they take your history, what's going on, stuff like that. So I just said, no, I want to go back. He said, no, if you get 100 again, you're gone. Anyway, so I go up there today, day 21, and I cracked 105 degree flexion. So I've done that twice in a row. But the guy who said I couldn't go back there, he wasn't there today. He was doing a course. And the woman that was there running the show, I asked her, and she said, sure, come back. So I'm going back again, but I'm going, yay me. Thank you everybody that helped me. It was just incredible, and I am so proud of myself just for sticking the course and journaling all this, writing all this down. I'm going to be making a few post videos. You know, I've got it all documented down there, but I haven't made that many videos. I'm going to knock it into videos though, and make it, you know, 21 days to the best knee replacement in the history of the world. And you can use whatever you want to do, however's the best way to set you up for success. You know, like those exercises really suited me, and they're fantastic because you can do them in bed. And I'll tell you what, you're going to be... I just felt so confident all the way, because, you know, as far as blood clots go or anything else, like with all that exercise going on there and doing it all the time, like I was so confident. You know, as I said, I had faith in the whole team. Thank you to the whole team who actually helped me. You know, my surgeon Rupert, all his people that work in the operating theatres, the anaesthetic and the anaesthetist, you know, and all those nurses that are in there, and then back to the ward, and you know, prior to that, though, the pre-admission clinic. The system, the public system here in Port Macquarie is just absolutely amazing. And like the nurses at the coalface, when you come out of that, come out of that operation, gee whiz, words can't say. Like, I'm just so grateful to them, and it was just such a great experience, and knowing that they're there and they really are there doing their absolute best. And they must get some pretty shit customers at times, and there's there's no time for sitting around. They're pumping all the time. So thank you, you beautiful girls. Thank you, thank you, thank you, all nurses, doctors, whoever, and then the physios, absolutely everyone that's involved. I don't know who I left out, but and the help that I've had, help that I've had from the people that have helped me since the operation, compacts, and I had my son helping me, my sister coming in and helping me, a few friends coming and helping me to do the odd stuff here and there when I couldn't get anyone else. So thank you. I am so grateful, and I am happy, and I, Rob, see, hear, feel, and know that I had the best knee replacement in the history of the world. Yes! Thank you, thank you, thank you.